Setting vision and purpose. Introduction. The power of visionary leadership. Leadership without vision is like a ship without a compass. To lead effectively, one must have a clear direction, a compelling mission, and the ability to inspire others toward a common goal. Throughout Africa's history, visionary leaders have shaped movements, transformed nations, and inspired generations. From John Garang's dream of a unified and prosperous Sudan, to Yaa Asantewaa's courageous resistance for Ashanti sovereignty, to Patrice Lumumba's fight for an independent and self-determined Congo. These leaders, along with Samora Machel's revolutionary leadership in Mozambique, Bishop Desmond Tutu's relentless pursuit of justice and reconciliation, and Kofi Annan's global diplomacy and peacekeeping efforts, have demonstrated that a clear vision can change the course of history. In this session, we will explore how to develop a strong vision and mission, use storytelling and symbolism to inspire teams, and analyze the leadership of some of Africa's greatest visionaries. Developing a clear vision and mission for leadership initiatives. A vision outlines what you aspire to achieve, while a mission defines the steps you will take to get there. Together, they create clarity, inspire commitment, and guide decision-making. Checkmark. A clear vision and mission help to establish a shared sense of purpose. Provide a roadmap for decision-making and priorities. Align teams and organizations toward common goals. How do you develop a compelling vision and mission? Here's a simple framework. Keycap 1. Reflect on the impact you want to create. Ask yourself, what problem do I want to solve? What lasting change do I want to see in my community or field? Keycap 2. Engage stakeholders. A powerful vision is inclusive. Talk to the people you want to serve, gather perspectives, and ensure your vision resonates with the needs of the community. Keycap 3. Make it specific, inspiring, and achievable. A vague vision is forgettable. Be clear about what success looks like and break it into actionable steps. For example, Wangari Maathai didn't just say, "I want a better environment." She defined her mission through the Green Belt movement, which mobilized women to plant over 51 million trees across Africa. Her vision was clear, specific, and achievable. The power of storytelling and symbolism in leadership. In Africa, storytelling is more than entertainment. It is a tool for education, leadership, and unity. Stories shape cultures, convey values, and inspire action. Leaders who master storytelling and symbolism can make their vision relatable, memorable, and powerful. Here's how. Checkmark. Share personal stories that align with the vision. People connect with stories, not statistics. When Nelson Mandela spoke about his time in prison, it wasn't just history, it was a call for resilience and reconciliation. Checkmark. Use metaphors and cultural symbols. Kwame Nkrumah used the vision of a free and united Africa, symbolizing strength in numbers, just like the African proverb, "If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together." Checkmark. Celebrate milestones with symbolic rituals. This reinforces the vision. For example, the Green Belt movement's tree planting ceremonies weren't just environmental actions. They symbolized growth, renewal, and empowerment. Great leaders don't just give speeches. They tell stories that awaken the hearts and minds of those who follow them. The principles of ethical leadership and its role in social change. True leadership is not just about ambition, it is about integrity. Ethical leadership ensures that the vision we set is just, inclusive, and sustainable. Checkmark. Key principles of ethical leadership. Equity and inclusion. Ethical leaders uplift marginalized voices and ensure diverse participation. For example, Wangari Maathai didn't just fight for the environment. She fought for women's empowerment through environmental action. Accountability and authenticity. Transformative leaders take responsibility for their actions. Nelson Mandela, even when criticized, stood firm on his principles of peace and unity. Challenging power imbalances. Ethical leaders disrupt systems of inequality. Kwame Nkrumah challenged colonial rule and fought for African self-determination, paving the way for independence movements across the continent. When leaders prioritize ethics, they build trust, credibility, and long-term impact. Case studies. Visionary African leaders who transformed nations. Let's analyze 3 visionary African leaders whose bold leadership shaped history. Keycap 1. Nelson Mandela. A vision of unity and reconciliation. Mandela's vision was clear. A free and united South Africa, where racial harmony replaced division. He didn't just fight apartheid, he championed reconciliation, even with those who once oppressed him. Lesson: true visionaries forgive, unite, and inspire, even in the face of adversity. Keycap 2. Wangari Maathai. A vision of environmental sustainability and women's empowerment. She saw environmental degradation not just as an ecological issue, but as a human rights issue. Through tree planting, she empowered rural women, creating both social and economic impact. Lesson: a leader's vision must empower people, not just solve problems. Keycap 3. Kwame Nkrumah. A vision of Pan-Africanism. Nkrumah believed that Africa's true strength lay in unity. His vision of Pan-Africanism led to Ghana's independence and inspired liberation movements across the continent. Lesson: a strong vision is not just about one nation. It must uplift an entire people. These leaders proved that a clear, ethical, and people-centered vision can change history. Conclusion: your role in shaping Africa's future. The future of Africa depends on leaders who dream boldly, act ethically, and inspire others to believe in a better tomorrow. Now, the question is, what is your vision? Checkmark. Will you create a mission that solves a pressing issue in your community? Checkmark. Will you use storytelling and cultural symbols to inspire change? Checkmark. Will you lead with integrity, empowering others to join the journey? The leaders we admire today were once ordinary individuals who dared to dream. And now, it's your turn. Your vision can transform Africa. Lead with purpose. Inspire change. Let's build Africa together.